6-year-old girl watches Frankenstein for the first time. She sees the monster reach toward a little girl by a lake. She sees what happens next, and something changes in her, something that the rest of this film spends every single frame trying to understand. This is The Spirit of the Beehive, made in Spain in 1973, under Franco's dictatorship, and it is one of the most beautiful, most haunting, most quietly devastating films ever made. Victor Erice made only 3 feature films in his entire career. 3. And yet, he is considered one of the greatest directors in the history of Spanish cinema, because each film he made was so precise, so perfectly realized, that quantity became irrelevant. The Spirit of the Beehive was his first, and it contains something that almost no other film contains: the complete, unpatronizing, genuinely mysterious inner world of a child. Most films about children show us childhood from the outside. Erice goes inside, and what he finds there is not innocence. It is something far more complex and far more true. Here is what I want you to hold as we go through this film. There is a question at the center of The Spirit of the Beehive that Erice never directly answers. A question Ana, the 6-year-old girl at the heart of the film, asks her older sister Isabel early on. Why did the monster kill the little girl? And why did they kill him? Isabel's answer will determine everything that follows. And the film's final image, Ana alone in the dark, at an open window, whispering into the night, is Erice's answer to the same question 40 years later in film years, delivered without a single word of explanation. We are going to get there. The year is 1940, post-Civil War Spain, a small village on the Castilian plain, flat, vast, silent. The landscape itself feels like something drained of life, like a country still in shock from what it has done to itself. In this village lives a family, a father who keeps bees and writes long letters to no one in particular, meditating on the nature of the hive, a mother who writes letters to a man we never see, a lover perhaps from before the war, 2 daughters, Isabel, who is maybe 9, and Ana, who is 6. The parents move through the film like ghosts, present but unreachable. The war has done something to them that the film never explains, because it doesn't need to. Franco's Spain in 1940 is explanation enough. An entire generation of people sealed inside themselves, unable to say what they actually think or feel or remember, because saying it out loud could get you killed. And into this sealed, silent world comes Frankenstein. A traveling cinema brings the 1931 James Whale film to the village. Ana watches it with huge, unblinking eyes, and the scene that destroys her, the scene she cannot stop thinking about, is the scene where the monster meets a little girl by a lake. In the original film, what happens in that scene is disturbing, but Erice cuts away before the violence, because Ana doesn't need to see it. She felt it, and what she felt was not fear of the monster. It was something more complicated, a kind of recognition. Her sister Isabel, who is older and more cynical and has already started to understand how the world works, tells her, the monster didn't really die. He is a spirit, and he lives in the abandoned farmhouse at the edge of the village. Ana believes her, and from that moment, the film becomes Ana's private mythology. She goes to the farmhouse, she waits, she leaves food, she draws a door on the wall in chalk and walks through it, because Isabel told her that's how you meet a spirit. And then, one day, someone is in the farmhouse, a real person, a fugitive, a man who is, like Frankenstein's monster, someone the world has decided should not exist. This is where The Spirit of the Beehive reveals its second film hiding inside the first. The fugitive Ana finds and helps is almost certainly a Republican soldier, someone on the losing side of civil war, hiding in Franco's Spain where his existence is illegal. The film never states this. It cannot state this. Erice made The Spirit of the Beehive under active censorship, in a country where the wrong words could end a career or a life. So he hid everything inside a child's fairy tale. The monster is the Republic. The villagers who hunt and kill it are the national estate. And Ana, who fed it, who recognized its humanity, who mourned it, is the generation of Spanish children who grew up in the silence of what their country had done and were given no language to understand it. That is what the father's letters about the beehive are really about. A colony of creatures all working in perfect coordination, each one serving the whole, none of them asking why. The hive as Franco's Spain. Order maintained through the complete suppression of the individual. Erice could not say any of this out loud, so he made a film about a 6-year-old girl and Frankenstein. And every word of it is political. I have to talk about Ana Torrent, who plays Ana, because she was 6 years old when this film was made. 6! And she gives what I believe is one of the 5 greatest child performances in the history of cinema. There is nothing performed about what she does. Erice somehow captured something entirely real. A child actually thinking, actually feeling, actually processing a world she does not yet have the tools to understand. Her eyes in this film are extraordinary, not because she is doing anything with them, because she is not. She is simply looking, and what she sees, we see. The fugitive is found and killed. Ana discovers this, and something in her breaks, or rather, something in her goes somewhere the adults around her cannot follow. She disappears. She is found by a lake. The same geometry as the scene in Frankenstein, a girl by water, a monster gone. She is brought home. She does not speak for days. And then, the final scene. Ana stands at her open bedroom window in the deep of night. She closes her eyes, and she whispers, "It's me, Ana." She is calling to the spirit, to the monster, to the fugitive, to something she cannot name but refuses to stop believing in. In a Spain that has killed everything it could not control, this 6-year-old girl stands at a window in the dark and announces her existence to the void. Remember the question from the beginning. Why did the monster kill the little girl? And why did they kill him? Isabel's answer was, he's a spirit. He can't really die. Erice's answer, in that final image, is, as long as someone is still calling for him. She's right. The Spirit of the Beehive is not an easy film. It is slow, it is elliptical, it withholds more than it reveals, but what it gives you in return for your patience is something almost no other film offers. The complete, undiluted feeling of being 6 years old in a world too large and too broken to explain. And underneath that, one of the most precise and courageous political films ever made, hidden in plain sight inside a fairy tale, in a country where plain sight was the only place it could safely hide. Watch it in the dark, watch it slowly, and at the end, when Ana whispers into the night, listen. I'm the Wandering Cinephile, and I will see you in the next film.